Our closest friends.
So, do they
Hello,
do they
Nastia.
see me? Yeah.
Yep, they're
Hi.
looking at you right now.
Hello.
How are you?
So I will tell you who we have in here. Obviously, everybody, we've talked about it this morning. We are joined by the awesome Nastia Liukin. Thank you for sitting with us today. We have friends from all over the world here. Maria's actually better at me than this particular thing, but I'm going to try to get it right. We have Trev, who's joining us from the UK.
Hi.
Matt Moore is joining us from Anaheim, right? Anaheim, California?
That's correct.
And Monica is in, were you in Denver?
I'm in the Denver area, yeah.
Denver area. Okay, I can't forget that. I was
Colorado.
born and then Justin Hill is joining us today from the UK, I believe, not Thailand.
All right.
And then Matt, are you in Arizona? Was that you that was in Arizona? I'm sorry, Anthony.
Anthony, yeah. And I'm in Sacramento.
Oh, what's he? Anthony's
my name.
So, let's talk.
Let's talk.
Subway.
Here's the real.
You have a
Fresh.
Well, you know what? I'm not even going to talk.
Did you start?
We started, but you go ahead and jump in because I'm going to go take Instagram photos and tweet.
Excellent.
That's what I do.
Hi. So very nice to meet
You
you.
too.
So Shaka explained to you a little bit about our hangout. Excellent. I'm sorry, I had to go do a little update because Isaac is now officially a hurricane.
Oh, it is.
I know. So he or she, no, Isaac, that would
He.
be he. Here it is. See, oh no, where did it go there? Anyway, so I've been tracking it.
Where is it now?
During the weather. It's about 150, 160 miles just off the coast of New Orleans. So, yes, I mean, on the scale of things, it isn't nowhere near the strength it had, Katrina had, as it made
that's
landfall.
good.
So, but still, 70 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 90, even 100 mile per hour wind gusts. It's just not good. And certainly the rain and the flooding will be a big concern for everybody there. Anyway, that's enough weather, right? Let's talk about Olympic golds, and let's talk. Did we do a formal introduction yet? I'm not sure. Did you?
Yes,
Yep.
we met everybody.
We did. Oh, excellent. Okay, so let's talk about, well, you're here specifically because you're now one of the new voices, the new faces for Subway.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I
Let's talk
have
about
been
that.
for the past few years, so it's been
you have?
fun, and it's Subway's birthday this month, so
It is.
I'm actually going to be at a local Subway with Blake Griffin for like a little birthday celebration, and
Which one? Do you know which
it's on
Subway?
Santa Monica Boulevard.
Uh-huh.
11. Hold on.
Okay. If you're watching
Yeah.
from LA, because I know some of you are watching on there, Nastia will be there with Blake Griffin today. Is it today?
Yes,
The Subway restaurant today on Santa Monica Boulevard.
11870.
In West LA. That's actually not too far from here. Yeah, in West LA actually. So if you want to check check
meet
out
us.
Nastia, yeah, come say hi to Blake and Nastia. So what else has been going on?
So I'm also about to start the Kellogg's tour, which is a 40-city tour that I'm also on the creative team for. So I'll be performing and kind of putting this whole show together, and we start rehearsals tonight in Ontario, which is somebody told me it's like an hour or so away, probably not in rush hour traffic, but and so it's a 40-city tour. We start on the West Coast and we travel to the East Coast, so we'll be done like at the end of November. So that'll be a lot of fun. And
so for now, you're officially retired from competition, and now you travel the world really with the show. If you guys have any questions, by the way, just get my attention and I will go to you for sure. Okay. Oh, Trev, okay, you got one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask about Subway really, because with they're using sports people to promote their I mean, they do that over here as well with UK sports stars. They're promoting it. Why do you think they've? Well, obviously there will be a reason why they've picked sports stars to promote it. With it being sandwiches, you know what I mean? It's.
what was the last thing you said? I'm sorry.
I said with it being sandwiches.
Comment, I think about how Subway being associated with
with
stars.
with athletes.
Yeah.
I think it's a good fit because it's like, with athletes, it's important to always eat like pretty healthy. And I mean I know like a swimmer and a gymnast diet is completely different, but at any Subway you can find something for a swimmer and for a gymnast. And so it's also nice that they're all over the world, like you said, even in England. And so it's just nice to be able to have something that you can go to and I don't know.
There are
I've
actually
always
a lot of healthy choices from Subway.
there really
I mean,
are, and I've always been, anything that I'm kind of speak on behalf of or in part of, I always really believe in, and that's kind of the way I feel about Subway. It's always been a very natural and healthy fit for me, and so I think that's why. And it's been a lot of fun too to meet all the other athletes and do some of the commercials and stuff with them. So.
Okay. Oh, Matt. Yes, go ahead, Matt.
First, I wanted to congratulate you on the gold. And I was wondering if by any chance you had any interesting stories from Olympic Village.
No. I actually don't.
None.
Thank you for the
No.
congratulations. But I mean, at the last Olympics in 2008, I was 18, and I was honestly so focused on training and competing that we didn't even really do anything. Like, I was in China for a month, but I didn't even go to the Great Wall. Like, I didn't even feel like I was in China because it was
So you
just...
haven't been back since then?
I haven't been back since. And then this time in London, I didn't stay at the Village because it's only for competing athletes. So I'm pretty boring, I guess. I don't have any, like,
No,
fun, crazy stories.
You're a good girl. So can we go back to the trials, though? And did you go back and figure out like what you could have done differently? Or
oh my gosh,
just, like, I'm
think,
sure you
like,
relived that moment.
Yeah, in my head, and I think like it's one of those things. Like, I haven't fallen on that skill in forever, and it was just like right then, that day, that moment, and so it's like some things you can't control, and I'm a true believer of everything happens for a reason, and so it's that was meant to be, and the 5 girls that were selected onto the team, they obviously did a tremendous job of taking home the gold, and no, it was a lot of fun still being in London though.
Now, do you know them personally?
I do, yeah. Over the past year and a half, I've gotten to really know them as I've been training and competing again. Before then, because they are a lot younger than me, I didn't really know them as well, but now I do, and I'm about to spend the next 3 months with all of them on tour, so it'll be fun.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's good to know. I want to ask you, because I know that your parents originally came from Russia. Yes, and you were born there.
I was born there, yeah.
That's amazing. Do you still speak Russian, and do you understand it? Or
I do, yeah. I mean, English is definitely a lot easier for me just because it's you do it on a daily basis. Yeah, it's something that I grew up here, so I've been here since I was 2 years old. But I do still have some family there, so I haven't been back in about 3 years, but we're gonna try and maybe go back next year to just visit family and stuff.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, if you weren't in gymnastics, because I know you grew up around it.
Yeah.
What would you be doing if you
probably some type of sport? I don't know. I don't know. I'm a pretty we have a pretty athletic family. I guess both my parents were gymnasts, but if not like an Olympic sport, maybe like some kind of dance or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that kind of goes hand in hand. That's why I love the mat.
Yeah,
watching the gymnasts and do the floor exercise.
Yeah,
it's just dancing.
Yeah,
it's just so beautiful. Did you have another question, Trev?
I did, but Justin's. Justin,
yes, go ahead, Justin.
It was to do with the Olympics that's just been. Actually, you were there for it. Watching on TV, the atmosphere of it seemed to be more intense and more crazy than previous Olympics. I wasn't quite sure why. It can't just be down to the way that the UK hosted it. I'm not really sure what was different, but it just seemed to be more electric this time, and I wondered what your take on that was.
I really think the whole city just got behind it, and it was so cool because you're right, you felt the energy anywhere you went, not just when you're at Olympic arenas or the Olympic Park or venues, anywhere you went, even if you were just downtown in the city or shopping or just eating somewhere, you felt that Olympic energy. And I think that's what was really cool about having it in a city like London where everyone is behind it. And I think that's maybe what you saw maybe and even in the venues too, the energy was incredible, whether it was gymnastics or swimming or diving or the basketball. Everyone was so excited about the Olympics, and it was fun for me too because this time I was there not as an athlete but just as a fan, and I had so much fun and just got to experience a lot of fun things.
Yeah, that is different.
It's
on the
so
other
different.
Side, right. Who had another question? Did you have one, Trev? Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. I know with gymnasts, they tend to, well, as yourself, you say, I think you're 22, are you not? And you're already retired. I know you retire early. Would you consider, I'm not very sporty myself, so it might sound like a stupid question, but do your skills translate to say another sport? Would you want to train into something? Because I don't like
That's
track.
actually a really good. That's actually a really good
Probably
question.
not
'cause I've
track. I
wondered
don't
that.
love running. I mean, I do run pretty much every day, or I try to, unless I have like an early start. But a lot of gymnasts go into diving because you use like your flipping and skills. Yeah. But it's also very different because in gymnastics you always have to land on your feet, and in diving you're always going head first. So I think that is the hardest transition from gymnastics to diving. I've heard a lot of people say that, but no, I think I'm kind of ready to move on from competing in the Olympics, and I'm going to move to New York in January to go to NYU. So
Good for you.
yeah, that's kind of my next,
And
taking on next.
What would you be studying?
Sports management.
Sports management.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So still stay involved in sports in the Olympic world and everything, but on a different level.
Now, I have to ask, because I'm sure they've approached you, right? Dancing with the Stars. Would you ever consider doing something like that?
I don't know. Probably not right now, just because I'm at a different place in my life, and I'm excited to go to school right now and kind of take on something different and have a different challenge, and kind of I've lived in Dallas for so many years, so moving to New York is going to be a whole new world out there, but it'll be fun.
Much fun.
Yeah.
And do people recognize you? Do they know who you are when you get around places, or do they treat you differently? Or
well, the first time I went
changed?
to NYU, I sat in on a class, and I was really excited and hoping to go undercover, but the professor announced me as like the Olympic champion. I was like, no, like I just wanted to be normal. But that's the thing I love about New York is like you can just blend in.
Me too.
It's like just wear black, no bright colors, and
right.
you'll be good. So I'm excited. It's gonna be a whole new kind of lifestyle and everything for me. But I'm excited to kind of be normal for once and not be the Olympic gymnast at home and stuff. So.
Oh, that's fantastic news. I love to hear that you're going to NYU. I hope you'll come back and visit us.
I will. I'll be back. I have friends here and stuff.
Sports management. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Well, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with Nastia, and look out for her on the tour coming up soon.
We'll be in LA. Well, I know you guys, not all of you are from LA, but September 15th and Anaheim the 16th, and we're doing 40 cities, so it'll be on kellogstour.com. You can find all the cities.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Will you take a quick photo of us before we go?
Sure.
Okay, so
how do you do it?
There's the camera right here.
Oh.
Okay.
Do we look into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.